Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm just going to be doing my everyday hair and makeup routine. This is just like if I'm going somewhere. I don't necessarily do this every single day, but if I'm going out and about, this is kind of my routine. This also includes like my wet hair to dry hair routine, so this is not something I do every day. It's more like once or twice a week as far as my hair goes. I do want to start off with my hair before it gets too dry. I'm straight out of the shower and I just brushed it out. And I will link everything that I use in today's video down below. So the first thing that I like to do to prep my hair and just give it some extra thickness is this Kristen S thickening spray. This is something that you want to put on damp hair, and if you blow dry it, it's like really effective. I have all of like 2 drops left in this, so see if I can get every last drop. You know, if I hit empty on something though, that I really love it, because I just feel like I have an abundance of products and I rarely empty them out. Next, I like to go in with a hair oil. This is the Fanola Crystally Liquidy Restructuranti. Am I like in the wrong language? What is happening? Anyway, this is a nourishing serum by Fanola, and I love this oil. Like, the smell of it is everything. I just use 1 little drop, really rub it between my hands, and then focus this on my ends. And I kind of like distribute it a little bit first. And then I will kind of run it through. And then I like to go in with the Paul Mitchell Extra Body Sculpting Foam. So I like to do this, and I do the old school, I don't know, 2000 and, let me think what year, 2008 scrunch method. Yes, I do, but do not go heavy-handed. We don't want crunchy hair. We just want a little extra texture. I usually like to do this before my front pieces are dry, because this is what I get. Whoops. I'm going to take just a little bit more on my fingertips. This stuff like grows. It's so weird. And then I like to rub that into my roots to just add some lift. And again, some more texture. I'm all about the textured waves and curls. More texture the better. All right, so that is my hair prep routine. So then while I'm doing my hair and makeup, I just like to, while I'm doing makeup, I just like to clip it out of the way. Just do like a little messy, kind of lift the roots a little so they dry like that. I don't know if I can take myself serious. And I kind of like to bunch up some in the back and clip it up that way. Just, I don't know, I don't leave it in too long because you can create some really crazy texture, but just to add a little more lift here while it air dries. Okay, so to prep my skin, I just do a few things. I like to go in with this LMS Rehydrating Ginseng Toner, Refreshing Facial Toner. I just recently started using this and I really love it. So I just like to give my face a nice spritz. One of my new holy grail products that I am literally obsessed with is the La Roche-Posay Lipicare lotion. I do not know how to pronounce that, but this I put all over my entire body when I get out of the shower. I put it all over my face. Holy grail, 10 out of 10. Could not recommend more. I freaking love this lotion. It's not greasy. The way it feels, the way it glides on your skin, the way your skin feels afterwards, unreal. While my face is still a little bit damp, I like to, don't worry, I have another bottle. I panic when I start to get low. I'm like, I need to go get another bottle. I can't go a day without it. While my face is still damp, I like to apply that all over. Such a great moisturizer. And I've had like severely dry skin this season. I've never experienced anything like I have this season. I don't know like what it is that's been different, but yeah, I've had like peeling along my ears. I had roughness and bumps like all right here. I had peeling, I had itching. Oh my gosh, this whole part of my face was so itchy because it was so freaking dry, and that has saved my skin. Before we get started on makeup, I do want to mention this makeup bag. It's the viral one that you've probably seen on TikTok. I'm obsessed. I didn't know if I was gonna love it when I opened it. I'm like, I don't know about that. But okay, first of all, I have 14 shades of everything because I spray tan, so if you know, you know. But look at this bag. It has so much makeup in it, but it closes into this little compact, I don't know how it works, but it's a genius invention, and I'll link it for you guys. They have tons of colors. Okay, so I apply my foundation two different ways. If I'm really just going for like an athleisure look, a loungy look, or I'm hanging out at home just filming a few things, I will mix a pump of my moisturizer with half a pump of my Estee Lauder Double Wear foundation and just really rub it in between my hands and apply it all over as if it's like a tinted moisturizer. This gives the most incredible, like dewy, light to medium, I would definitely say light to medium coverage, and it's such a great combo. I've made like my own tinted moisturizers like that before with different foundations and different moisturizers, but I find like rubbing it on with my hands, it tends to get streaky, and then like I'm trying to blend it out and it can get a little weird. This does not get weird. It goes on flawlessly. Your skin is evened out. It looks fresh. You look moisturized, but you also feel like you have absolutely no makeup on your skin. So that's what I do a lot of the time, and this foundation is a holy grail for me. I'm obsessed. It's one of my favorites. Very expensive, but it's really good. But other than that, I love my It CC cream. I just recently got back into this when my skin got really dry. I'm like, where's my CC cream at? And I'm so glad that I remembered how good this was because I've fallen in love all over again. So because my face does not match my neck, I am going in with Natural Medium and my Real Techniques blending sponge, and I'm just going to apply a little bit to the sponge and just start blending that out. This is a great everyday, I want to call it a foundation, CC cream, but it has a really great coverage. The finish of it is so skin-like and nice, and it's so lightweight. Like you don't feel like you have makeup on at all. So that's what I love so much about it. This was a dry patch. I don't know if you guys can see that. My spray tan will not stick to it no matter what I do. My self tan, I keep saying spray tan, self tan. And if you're curious what self tan I use, it's my own self tanner that I came out with in collaboration with the girl that does my spray tans. She like formulated my exact shade and bottled it up, and we put my name on it, and it's so good. But I don't know, her and I have to chat because we're just not sure if we wanted to keep it like a limited edition thing or if we wanted to keep restocking it. So my brain just, I feel like, can only take on so much, and I just feel like until we're in the new house, any extra business ventures, it's just kind of too much for me right now. All right, I feel like that looks really good. I avoid my eye area because if I go in too much on my eyes and then I go in with concealer, it gets layered up like too much. It's just too much. All right, for concealer, today I am going to be using the e.l.f. So again, I have two shades, one for when I'm not self-tanned and one for when I am. I think I'm going to go with just the dark shade because sometimes I will mix these. The light one is in fair beige and this one is in light beige. This looks more of a medium to me, but they do have a ton of shades, and that's what I love about this concealer, because not only is it affordable, have I even said what it is? It's the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer, satin finish, and this one's the same exact thing, but they have a huge range of shades, which is amazing. So I forgot my primer. This is what I've been using as a primer. It's the Wander Glow Ahead Illuminating Face Oil. This stuff is so good. I'll put a little bit on the back of my hand just so you guys can see. I could put a little bit under. I'll put a little bit under my eyes. Do I dare? I really avoided that area, so I think I can. I'll put a little bit on the back of my hand. It's like this pinky color. And it's got the nicest sheen to it. It's like a thin, like, serum is what I would consider it. So, I usually apply this before I apply my CC cream, but your girl forgot. And it's not sparkly. It's like got the nicest, I don't know, it's a really fine, like, shimmer. Can you guys see how bright that just made my under eyes? So imagine that all over your face and underneath foundation. It just gives that like glow from within. It's so beautiful. So back to the e.l.f. Camo Concealer. Popping this on. Just warming that up on the back of my hand. Wow, my under eyes look beautiful other than my big bags that I have under my eyes. But the finish is stunning. That might be my new hack, to use that illuminating oil underneath my eyes before applying my concealer, because that looks really nice. If you do have a lot of discoloration around your eyes, this Pixie Correcting Brightening Peach like balm is amazing. I don't even know what it's called. I'm calling it a balm, but it's like a thick, I just kind of like dab my finger in it and then go around my eye where I really need some coverage, like right here. Can you guys see that darkness? I just like tap it on and go over it with concealer, gone. I probably need some of this, honestly. So days where I'm like really dark around my eyes, this is a lifesaver. I've been using this for years. I've repurchased it multiple times. And then I don't really have any spots or anything right now. I'm in that 2-week window where my skin actually looks decent every month, that I'm not on my period or ovulating. So lucky me, it's a good week. Lately I have been using the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish setting powder. I freaking love this, but I love it most for like touch-ups throughout the day. If you have extremely dry skin, you might love this, or if you're not oily or shiny anywhere, this is an amazing setting powder. It looks so natural. But lately, I feel like where I've been moisturizing so much extra on my face, I do get a little bit shiny in through here, even though I still have dry patches elsewhere. So I've been going in with the Maybelline Superstay Better Skin. I think this is Skin Transforming Powder. I was gonna say, I don't know if it's like a pressed foundation or not, but I guess it's just Skin Transforming Powder. And I have mine in the color Porcelain, which is like way too light for me, but I don't know, it's been working. So take my damp beauty blender, just lightly kind of tap it in that product. And there's something about the way that this sets my makeup that I just love. It gives you that little bit extra coverage. So like under my eyes, I just feel like, can you see the difference? It just kind of airbrushes everything and really helps with any extra darkness that you're having trouble covering. To warm up my face, I have been using the Rare Beauty, it's all rubbed off, bronzing stick. I want to say this is in Happy Soul. Popping some on the back of my hand, making a huge mess, and then damp beauty blender, dipping it in there, and putting it on like the high points of my cheeks. It's like a brand new beauty blender, and I don't love when they're brand new. My skin does, like I don't break out as much. I always know that I need a new beauty blender when I'm like breaking out randomly, and it seems like for no reason. I'm like, gross, I probably need a new beauty blender. I love this bronzer though. It's so pretty, so easy to blend. You can apply it right to your face. I just like to warm it up on the back of my hand first when I have time. Sometimes I'll just throw it on my cheeks and like blend it out really quick. And try to take the rest and kind of carve out my jawline and blend down. For blush, I'm using the Rare Beauty blush in the color Encourage, and I love this blush. Yeah, I'm not loving this beauty blender. I don't know what's going on with it, because these are usually my favorite. Like, I've used the Real Techniques ones for years. This one just feels stiff to me. I do that on the high points of my cheeks, the apples of my cheeks, and then I go on to my lid a little bit just for like a cohesive like wash of color. Okay, and then often I will go in with my Charlotte Tilbury setting powder, and I'll just use a big fluffy brush, which I don't really have. I'm just gonna use my Real Technique, the flat side of my sponge, and I just like to very, very, very lightly go over that bronzer and blush, just because I am gonna go over the top with powder products. So in order for that to all blend well, I don't want this to be too tacky. All right, for bronzer, I'm gonna go in with the Anika bronzer. I'm gonna just link, because I can't find this anymore, I'm gonna link the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, because that is like a dupe for this and it's much less expensive anyway. So that's what I will be repurchasing when this is gone. But I'm just very lightly going to kind of top that bronzer to make it pop again. See the difference? But very lightly. I'm gonna go in with the Delilah blush in the color Lullaby. This color is so good. I have to go get my blush brush. Also, my brushes are all like old and rubbed off, and I don't even know the brands. They're all mixed. So I wish I could recommend brushes to you guys, but taking this blush, it's in this beautiful, cool pink tone, and I just love using this over the top of that Rare Beauty blush because it just makes it pop, and I feel like it just has such a nice, like, youthful pop of pink to it. Okay, next let's go into the eyes before I do my highlight. I absolutely love this Beauty Pie, like, eye stick. I don't even know what color is this in and what is it. Vanilla Whirl. It's just like an eyeshadow prepping stick or an eyeshadow stick. It's, jeez, it's so good, and it's just such a great base. I love the color of it. It blends out so quickly, so easily, and it helps keep your eyeshadow from creasing. Not that I wear a ton of eyeshadow, but depending on my skin at the time, I do get creasy sometimes. All right, next going in with this Tarte palette. This is the Sunrise Amazonian Clay palette. This is a good one. I love my Tarte in Bloom palette. That is hands down my favorite, but for whatever reason, I've been using this lately, and I do really love it. It's mostly mattes, and then it has 3 shimmer shades in it. Okay, so going in with this color Adore, I'm gonna go all over my lid and up to my brow bone. I'm obviously taking my time because I'm filming, but I can honestly do this entire thing between 5 and 10 minutes. Next, I always mix these in this one. So usually I dip into Sassy and Delight, and I just kind of, maybe a little bit in Enchanting as well. There's 3 shades in the middle. And I'll just kind of work that on my outer third and up into my crease a little bit. Also, sometimes I'll just use my bronzer for this step, especially if I'm just gonna stop there. But I think I'm gonna go in a little bit darker today. But for my everyday, it's always a creamy shadow on the lid and a bronzy color in the crease. I'm gonna go in with that same shadow brush that I used for the first all over lid color and just kind of clean that up, blend it out, and brighten up that inner corner again. Let's do my brows because they're looking very untamed at the moment. I love this e.l.f. Instant Lift Brow Pencil. I have mine in the color Taupe. So easy and quick to use, also so affordable. e.l.f. has just been absolutely killing it lately, and I love that for them, and I love that for everybody who loves makeup, because they have really great products at an affordable price, and they also pay attention to their packaging and things as well. So it's like, doesn't feel like you're using an inexpensive makeup brand. It feels nice, which I really care about the way things feel when I use them. So even if a product's really good, if the packaging is a joke, I just can't use it. I don't know. I don't know if I own anything where I just hate the packaging, because usually it just irritates me enough for me to get rid of it. So I just fill in my brows a little bit and lengthen them. That's literally all I do. And I recently got this, I think in a BoxyCharm box, and this is the Bell and Argent, I think is how you say it, clear brow gel. I really like this brow gel, honestly. I'm assuming it's kind of more expensive. It seems like a high-end product to me, but I'm not sure where their price point falls. I've never used this brand, but to finish up the eyes, I'm going to go in with this NYX Professional Makeup Epic Wear Liner Stick in the color Burnt Sienna. So it's like a really dark brownish purpley color. And I just like to kind of look up, and I just scribble this on the outer third of my lash line, but like underneath, not on top. So right under, kind of on my, not my waterline. Is that my waterline? Ow. It's like a picky part. Okay, do you guys see the difference of this eye versus this eye? It's very subtle, but it just kind of makes your lashes appear a bit thicker. And if you choose a color that complements your eye color, kind of makes your eye color pop as well. So I like something with a little bit of purple in it because it brings out all the greens in my eyes, because my eyes are hazel, so they can kind of go one way or the other. But purples bring out the green. For highlight, before I do my mascara, I'm going to be using the Wander Beauty On The Glow stick, and this one is in the color Bear. So it comes with a blush on one end, which I absolutely love this blush. I use it, or I wear it to the gym all the time. I do like a tinted moisturizer, and I just swipe this on my cheeks, swipe the highlighter on my cheeks, blend it out, and I'm good to go. I've actually gone through 2 entire containers of their On The Glow sticks. Going in with like a dense brush like this is how I've been loving to apply my highlight, because it just gives like a really skin-like finish. I just kind of dab it on the brush and then hit the top high points of my cheeks and kind of blend around. Isn't that so beautiful? And so it just looks so skin-like up close. It's stunning. I love the shade of the highlight. The highlight is called Nude Glow, and the blush is in Bear, by the way. I was thinking the entire stick was called Bear. All right, for mascara, as always, Lash Paradise by L'Oreal, and then, per usual, the Merit Clean Lash over the top. So this is like chunky, thick, long, dramatic. Love this mascara. It is hands down my favorite mascara. If I could only pick one, it would be this one. But the Merit Clean Mascara Clean Lash, I think is what it's called, is really great and natural, just like lengthens and separates and just gives you the most natural looking long black lashes. So with, I am such a spaz. Dream team combo, I guess that's what I'm trying to say. So going in with the Lash Paradise first. I'm gonna get questions because I always do, but I do use a lash serum. I am not keeping a secret. I want you guys to know that I use a lash serum. I use Grande Lash serum every night on my lashes, and that is why my lashes are as thick and long as they are. I will link it for you down below. I also have a 15% off coupon with them. I have been using their lash serum for a while, and after purchasing multiple tubes for myself, they reached out to me, and I just recently became an affiliate with them. I'm like, yes, that is a win-win-win-win. And then just to separate and kind of seal everything in, that Merit Clean Lash. And this is just a sample size, by the way. That's why it's teeny tiny. They do have a regular, like, full-size one. And I never apply mascara to my bottom lashes. I don't know why. Just on me, I think it's way too spidery. I like it really top heavy and then just like clean and bright on the bottom. For my lips, this is one of my top asked questions on every single video I've ever posted since I started wearing this, which was like, I don't even know, 8 years ago. This is the MAC Whirl Lip Liner OG. Perfect color, perfect formulation. I just love it. I also have the lipstick. I have multiple pencils because I have them in my purse, my makeup bag, everywhere I go. This is what I'm wearing. So sometimes I will pop a gloss over the top, like one of the Fenty Heat. Fenty Heat and Fussy is a really good topper for this. A lot of the times I'm just wearing this. So, and you want your lips pretty much dry, but not like dry. I like to just softly, don't apply too much pressure, just kind of like softly line my lips, and then I'll go in and fill them in. So just by doing it softly, it just like gives you a much more natural look rather than like a full color. Like it kind of looks like your lips but better, at least for me. So I start in the center and I just kind of round out my Cupid's bow a little bit. And then I will start to fill them in, just mostly on the bottom. Like, I just kind of rub it around. Press my lips together a few times. I have like a little, almost like a cut over here. My skin is just so freaking done. Winter. A lot of times I will top it. I'll either top it with the Peptide Glaze by Rhode or the Fenty Heat Gloss. Like if you want a good, like really glassy lip, that gloss is amazing. But this is the color I wear every day. Usually I would go in with my Milani Make It Last setting spray. I just don't have any right now. So lately I've been using the LMS toner that I mentioned before, the Hydrating Ginseng toner. And this just gives a really nice, like soft, skin-like finish to your face. It's such a fine mist. I feel like that's why it works on top of makeup. That is it for the makeup portion. I'm going to take this clip out of my hair and we need to figure out this situation. So it's still pretty wet. Here's the natural texture that we're kind of working with. Of course, everyone's hair is going to be different. So following anybody's hair routine, your hair is not going to look the same as theirs. But this is just kind of what mine looks like. I have kind of like these weird waves happening underneath, and then it gets frizzier as you come to the top. But I am probably, I really don't want to blow dry it because that ruins the texture for me. So I'm probably going to go do some emails and I'll be back when my hair is a little bit more dry. We are back. Okay, so here it is. My natural hair texture. I don't know why it makes me laugh every time because it's just odd. Like it's just, to me, it's just like an odd texture. So anyway, I do like to work with it a little bit. So I don't curl every single piece of hair. I will show you and explain and elaborate. But firstly, this is the curling iron I use. This is old. It's like creaky. It doesn't even squeeze tight anymore. I think the screws just need to be tightened up. But it is the Conair Infinity 1-inch curling iron. So this is, told you it's really loose. I've repurchased this probably 3 times in 15 years. Really the only curling iron I've ever like gone back to over and over. So what I like to do is just, since I'm going in sections and I already have some texture to my hair, I like a really messy, like loose, undone kind of curls for every day. I don't like to curl every piece. With that said, since I do have texture and wave, I feel like it works for my hair. If your hair is pin straight, you're probably gonna wanna do every piece. But you could try it, you could see how it looks. I'm gonna go a little bit further down. I want like thinner sections. Okay, so I start at the top of the hair like this, and then I use the clamp to loosely pull it down. And I don't usually hold it that long, so it's gonna be hard to explain. But what I do is I take the curling iron, I clip it at the base of the hair and kind of curl it up. And then using the thumb part, I just slightly loosen it up so I can slide it down the rest of my hair and curl it back up and then kind of pull it down. So start at the root, use the thumb piece, slide it down and kind of pull straight down and leave that end out. So it creates a really kind of messy, beachy type of curl. Show you another one with the front piece. Curl up, loosen, curl up, pull straight down. That's all I do. So I literally just did 4 curls on this side. So I have some that's my natural texture in here and then some that are more of like a uniform curl. Also, I just ate an entire cup of, not an entire cup, cottage cheese. It was like filled up to here and I cut up an entire yellow pepper and threw that in with some hot sauce. Ate it right out of the container, which kind of grossed me out a little bit, but the good cottage cheese is my favorite. the point of me telling you that is my lips are worn off a little bit. But this is a good example of how the lip liner kind of wears off. Again, that's like almost like a little cut because my lips are so dry, but it wears off really nicely, which is why I like to go in with like dry lip liner like that, because I don't know, it literally looks like I don't have anything on my lips almost, you know? All right, and then I am trying to move to cleaner products, but I'm kind of trying to get through what I have right now. So I love the Kristen S Working Texture Spray. That's one of my favorites. And then this is just something I had in the closet, again, just trying to get through what I have. This piece needs to be recurled, but my battery's dying, so let's try to do it quick. All right, so I like to take the Kristen S spray. Kind of spray it throughout, not really focusing on the roots or the tips, just kind of all over, and just lifting as I spray. And then a little touch of hairspray. Hold your breath. And that is it, guys. That is how I do my everyday hair and makeup. I really hope you enjoyed this. If you did, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Comment down below, let me know what you guys would like to see next. And I have some vlogs coming up and some other fun content, so I hope you stay tuned. If you're not already subscribed, please subscribe. I love you guys so much. I hope you're all doing well, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.